Hey guys, Pete here with a quick video tutorial on Worship Online, which is the new website, web service that we use and have for you guys to use so that you can learn your parts, learn the intricacies of your parts, and it's something that we provide for the entire creative arts department. So this is how you use it, what it can do, and some of the little details that you may have missed on there. So I've got Google open here. I could search for it here and just type in Worship Online. If I wanted to. I could also come up here into the URL and just go to worshiponline.com, and it's going to take me to this website. At the top, this is their landing page. Don't worry about get started for free or view demo or anything like that, but at the top right you'll see sign in, and you want to hit that, and it's going to come up with our credentials because I've already signed in on this computer. Now our credentials are right here. I'll also attach them in the email that you got for this. But it's creativearts@covenantdoylestown.org. And the password here, as you can see right here, is Covenant Worship with a capital C and a capital W. So you can plug those in. You can pause this and take a picture on your phone so you have it. They also have an iOS app. So if you have an iPhone, you can actually download Worship Online from the App Store and utilize everything they have on the web browser on your iPhone, which is pretty cool. So plug in those credentials. I encourage you to take a screenshot of this, take a picture of it, so you just always have the login information. Hit remember me so that you never have to do this again, and you'll hit sign in. And once you're in, you'll see this is kind of the main page where they have the ever-growing list of all the songs that they do. These are just kind of the latest and greatest and popular ones. You can hit load more, and it will load more. You can keep doing that for a very long time. At the top, you can check what instruments. I don't really use that. You can sort by, all that stuff. You can search by keys. And down here, one other thing I wanted to draw attention to was the blog feature. So if I click on that, they actually have a really cool blog with a lot of great developmental stuff. How to avoid losing your voice when leading worship. Tips for reliable and flexible guitar pedal boards. What separates the pros from the rest. This is a great place that if you're a reader or if you want to continue to develop, here's a great one for a sound text, how to help you deliver and receive criticism in the church. So there's really cool developmental pieces in here that they're adding to almost every day. So feel free to peruse their blog. I'm going to go back to the main area. Got to sign in again for some reason. But anyway, so this is the main landing page after you sign in, and you can come up here, and as you can see, I've searched for a couple songs. Let's say, we want to look up Glorious Day. You can type that in, or if you've already searched it, you can just click on your search, press enter, and it's going to come up with the only hit on Glorious Day is the Passion version, and I'll click on that. And this is what every tutorial page will look like for a song. You've got the video player, the different pieces of the song, the song information, like CCLI number, the album it's from, all that jazz, and then a chord sheet and tabs. And the chord sheet's pretty cool. You can change the key. So if we were playing this in G, you could just go G right there, and now you got G chords. Or if you're playing it in C capo 2, you can always hit C, and then you just know you're capoing. I don't mess with the capo thing. It kind of is confusing. So, but that's pretty cool. You can also look up the tabs for the electric part if you're a tab player. But anyway, the main part that you're going to want to focus on is this video player up here. Whatever you are responsible for, you're going to want to click on down here. So let's just assume, because Glorious Day has an amazing electric guitar riff, that you are the electric 1 player. So if I click on this drop down tab right here, you'll see the electric 1, electric 2, electric 1 lesson, electric 2 lesson, and then both electrics together. Now the difference between just electric 1 and electric 1 lesson is electric 1 is going to play just going to play the part for you. You're going to watch them play it. They're not going to say anything. They're not going to explain anything. They're just going to play it. Electric 1 lesson is actually going to talk through some of the fundamentals of the part, the fret numbers, some of the tone they're going for, and I'll show you that right here. So I'm going to click on electric 1 and we'll scrub through.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pre-chorus.
So here comes that electric part. There it is. So as you can see, he's just really playing the part. He's not doing anything else. Now, if I click on Electric 1 Lesson,
let's take a look at the Electric 1 guitar parts in this song. So we're playing this song in the key of D, and what the electric guitars did is they tuned down to drop D tuning.
So this is what the lesson is like. Now, I've paused it on a really funny screenshot of his face. I'm not going to do that to him. They're actually like you would not know that they dropped D for that if you didn't watch this. Which is
all we did
cool.
was we took our low E string here, our top one, and just dropped it really big, a ton of gain. It sounds like this.
Now he's talking through the pedal board setup that he's got. He's using an overdrive there. So here you can even see, if you want to jump to the chorus lesson, here's the interlude instrumental. And you can kind of jump around and hear him talk about the different tones that they've got and how they're doing that. Acoustic guitar doesn't really have a lesson because it's kind of straightforward. You're just playing the acoustic. The keys, you'll see there's keys main and keys aux. That's kind of like Electric 1 and Electric 2. A lot of times keys aux is a synthesizer.
1, 2.
So here it's a pad. And keys main would probably be the piano. Yeah. And they have the same thing. They have the lesson and the synth lesson, and you can play them both together. Bass, same deal. You got the bass guitar, just the part, and the lesson. Vocals is pretty cool. You can separate them out and do all vocals, where they'll have this guy singing the lead, and then they'll have the tenor come in when it's ready. Or you can listen to just the tenor part. So let's go to where the tenor comes in.
Pre-chorus.
It was not till I met you.
Chorus.
You called my name and I ran out of that grave.
So that's them together, and you can always just single out that tenor part.
Till I met you.
So this is great for learning the harmony parts to a song, especially when we're sending out the harmony assignments ahead of time. You can really just spend your time in here learning that part. Drums is awesome. I highly recommend the drummers to really take a look at these because of how intricate the drums are in some worship songs. You can obviously do the drums or the lesson. Their kit sounds amazing too.
Pre-chorus.
They've got a little kick camera down here. Nice Istanbul cymbals.
All in.
Or you can obviously do the lesson, which he'll talk.
Hey guys, let's look at some of the grooves as well as doing for the floor and the kick drum.
So that's pretty cool. And this is basically, the overview of Worship Online. The other thing I wanted to show you is if I go to a new tab and go to Planning Center, and let's say we go to Main Services. And this is this coming Sunday, September 1st, 2019's service flow. In the same bin, like the attachment bins where you'll usually see all the attachments, we're also starting to add, and we have to backlog, so not everything has them yet, but we will be putting links directly to the tutorial. So if, on I Surrender here, I know this one has it already. If I come over here to the attachment bin, you'll see the our lyric file for Pro Presenter, a YouTube link to the song, and there's also this thing called Worship Online Tutorial. So right from Planning Center, you actually click that, and it's going to take you directly to the page. So you don't even have to go to Worship Online and search for it. You'll probably have to log in if you haven't done that yet, but that's a really easy way to get right from the service set list to Worship Online to learn the part. So that's pretty cool. The other thing before I let you go is that Worship Online is a relatively new company. They've been around for a couple years, but this means that they actually don't have every single song. And there's a lot of times when we're doing a song, for example, on this September 1st, 2019, Elohim is not a super new song, but it's not a super popular song. It's and they actually don't have a Worship Online part for it. In that case, we always have the multi-tracks rehearsal mix, which you can obviously listen to any of the different parts. And if all else fails, as it did on Elohim, because multi-tracks didn't even have it, we always have YouTube that we can do this stuff to. So as you can see, I linked us to YouTube here, which you can just pull open and scrub through. and you can learn the parts that way. Now, another thing you can do, we've got Worship Online, and that's going to kind of be our A1 primary way to learn our songs. Multi-tracks rehearsal mix is a great backup, and a great, I would encourage you to check out both. But when all else fails, you can always go to YouTube and type in like Elohim, Hillsong, acoustic, electric tutorial. And usually you'll find something like, here's a guy doing a guitar cover. Like I said, it's not a super popular song. Let's see what this guy does. It's just a cover, but it's a good shot of him playing the part. Nice white falcon Gretsch too, even though it's a red one. Nice guitar toning. Yeah, nice and ambient. So YouTube's always a good option too. Those are 3 ways that you can figure out the parts for the songs and make sure that you're coming prepared to rehearsal and Sunday mornings and do the best we possibly can for the glory of Christ. And that's really it. Even if we come and we sound the best, but we're not leading people in worship, we're failing. We're not just a band. We're not just trying to sound good or nail our parts 100% of the time. We're trying to serve Christ. And even in the times when we're at home practicing alone, I would say, and I believe that that's counted as worship unto Him, because we are owning a skill that He's given to us and that we are using to turn around and give to the congregation and ultimately to Him, God, for His glory. So consider the time when you're practicing worship. Treat it like worship, and utilize some of these awesome tools that we have for you guys. So that's all I got for you. Worship Online, rehearsal mix, YouTube, if all else fails. As always, you can ask questions and stuff. And again, here is the login for Worship Online. Screenshot that, take a picture of it right now, and we will see you when we see you. Look forward to worshiping with each one of you guys. Thank you.